This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
We're here for our annual backpack giveaway in the beautiful city of Victorville. I'm here just serving our community.
Today we received pencils, backpacks. They have free drinks from the icy truck, face painting. So it was pretty cool.
I'm going to 9th grade, so the backpack is really helpful, and the books, I need books.
This event came about because we listen to the needs of our community, and we want to be a viable resource. We want to be an ally and a partner to this community.
I'm thankful. Not many people have stuff like this.
It helps me prepare for school. They got school supplies that I don't have to buy now, and socialize and meet other people here.
It's good that the County of San Bernardino recognizes that the community is in need and that they're reaching out and making it possible for all of these single parents and people that don't necessarily like us, that don't have the financial means to get the backpacks and the shoes and the supplies to get that for their children.
Every child deserves to start school feeling confident, equipped, and ready to succeed. So let us continue working together to create a community where every child has what they need to reach their full potential. So here's to an amazing school year that opens the doors to endless possibilities, and thank you all for being here.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast. This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
The county has established Office of Homeless Services to try and create a collaborative response to homelessness. So the HOPE team was started about a decade ago, originally comprised with, I believe, 2 deputy sheriffs, and their primary function was to combat homelessness through stability through housing. And they were very successful in the beginning, but one of the things that we've noticed over the last several years is that a large number of the homeless community is either suffering from
This is a demonstration of
mental health
Wirecast.
illness or substance abuse, or suffering from both because they're trying to self-medicate.
I had been homeless for 10 years. I like to call it a 10-year camping trip, right? It wasn't fun. How did I get there? Drugs and alcohol. You know, I had been able to control and enjoy them for many years, and I didn't realize that I was slowly spiraling down a tube. You know, I didn't know what I know today about the disease of alcoholism and addiction.
When we initially met him, it was kind of what society says would be like a stereotypical hobo, long hair, you know, things like that, living on the river. Well, this gentleman was clean cut, and he came over and he said, "Hey, I don't know if you guys remember me." And we said, "Yeah, you're Kevin." And he apologized for not being real honest about his drug use and things like that. And he said, "But you guys told me to come back when I'm ready for help, and I'm here because I want help."
I always saw like the police were my enemy. You know, they were against me, right? Because I want to do my drugs and I want to do my crime, and why don't they just leave me alone, right? So, you know, that changed, you know, that thinking changed, you know, and Mike Jones and his team had a lot to do with that.
Yeah, I think Kevin's story is one of thousands of stories that, you know, the county through Office of Homeless Services and all the various programs that focus on homelessness, there's people every day that exit homelessness, and one is not giving up. And in Kevin's story, he didn't give up.
I have a decent life. I have a beautiful little 7-year-old daughter, And I'm a truck driver, and I'm a part-time DJ. You know, I like that. I like music. I have a bunch of friends. I go to lots of meetings, right? That's my life today, is recovery and family, you know, and I'm blessed for it. Thank you. The Hope team especially, yes, thank you.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast. This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Once again, San Bernardino County has set the standard. This year, we proudly earned 257 Achievement Awards from the National Association of Counties, more than any other county in the U.S. for the third year running. Out of more than 3,000 counties nationwide, we're leading the way in innovation, efficiency, and service that inspires. Under the Board of Supervisors' leadership, we were honored this year for introducing children to STEAM learning, helping our residents stay informed and alert in a crisis, connecting local vendors with the county departments that need their services, empowering and educating the community about the challenges of premature birth, launching new initiatives to house our most vulnerable population, protecting the integrity of elections, enhancing pedestrian safety for students and parents walking to school, creating convenient opportunities to get married in a memorable location, and providing real-time status of emergency evacuations progress with the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department Evacuation Solution, a Best in Category award winner. And these are just a few highlights from the more than 250 awards recognizing the exceptional services that San Bernardino County delivers every day.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast. This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
ARMC's therapy dog program consists of dogs that have been certified to come and visit patients here at the hospital who may be feeling a little lonely, who may have been here long term. It's just a little visit to put a smile on their face.
You want to guess what you weigh? Close, 130. People do respond very well to dogs, especially in a situation like a hospital.
When people meet therapy dogs, right away, the tension just kind of melts away. It lowers their blood pressure.
This is Nova. She is basically a cane corso, Italian Mastiff. She belongs to an association called Pet Partners, which is the largest therapy dog organization in the country. She actually loves coming to the hospital and being with the people. And she seems to sense what people need her the most.
Oh yeah, you like your ear scratched, huh? It takes you away from, the present, gives you a little feeling of being home.
Going in and interacting with the patients' families, it helps them more than the actual patients most of the time.
You can't pet a therapy dog and not be in a good mood. This is Tula. Tula Louise. It's going to be 5 in June. She's been a therapy dog now going on 3 years. We had to first get our CGC, which is our Canine Good Citizen. We just 2 years ago joined First Responder Therapy Dogs. Would you like to see the dog? We try to be here on Mondays, and then she's here during the week on
Tuesdays and Fridays.
And then we have a third dog that's
Here
Sunday
Friday afternoons and Sundays.
Sunday.
They're bringing a lot of joy, a lot of kindness to us. The patients love them. The staff absolutely adore them. They bring that stress level down. They're not just here for the patient, and they do a wonderful job at it.
My favorite part about bringing her here is seeing the joy that she brings to everyone, because I know how happy she makes me at home. So just sharing the joy.
Both Nova and I love coming here, enjoying interacting with the people, whether it's the staff or the families or the patients. It's just a good experience, like you're contributing something.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Today we are celebrating the installation of a 1923 Ford Model T here at the San Bernardino County Museum. It was donated by Dr. Herbert Fisher and the Fisher family. This car really reflects the development of the car culture in Southern California and really all of America, and it reflects the development of the middle class. The Model T opened up access to travel for most Americans. This car specifically was used in the area in agriculture for the last 70 years.
It's a 1923 Model T Roadster pickup. With our roots, there's 4 generations of us that are from San Bernardino, and I was always very happy to share it with the community.
So because of the connection between our board chair and Dr. Fisher, after meeting with David and some of his staff, he decided to be gracious and give the Model T to the museum here.
The vehicle that has been donated to the County of San Bernardino Museum is here at Fleet because we are going to get it prepped to be able to have it as a display within the museum. And so some of the things we do is drain the fuels, get the electrical system ready so that people can look at it, and there's no dangers of any fuels or any type of oils that would leak onto the museum floor.
These are drastically different than modern vehicles, so it does take us a little bit of research. I mean, this vehicle is 102 years old.
Obviously, the Model T through history has been a sign of progression, but this car tells the story of Redlands, San Bernardino in 3 lifetimes, essentially.
It was owned by an orange grove grower in Redlands who was a customer of my father's retail flower nursery, Flowerland, in San Bernardino, which started in 1947. In 1950, my father convinced the orange grove grower to sell him the car for $50.
And then it was a delivery truck for the Flowerland nursery.
It's kind of interesting because we lived at the nursery and we've been taking care of the car since.
So for some of that time, it sat in a garage, but for much of that time, Dr. Fisher was restoring the car to its perfect mint condition that it's in today. He had it in parades, he had it in celebrations.
So I gave some thought to where it should go, and when I found out about the museum, I felt like couldn't be a better place for it.
I think the addition of this Model T to the collection, especially here in history and here in the citrus industry exhibit, furthers the collection that the museum already has. I think it further helps to tell the story of not only agriculture but citrus, and just the connection between the Fisher family, who've been longtime residents of our county, to the museum. It's just a wonderful match made in heaven.
And now we get 80,000 visitors a year who are going to be able to enjoy it.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Disaster can strike at any moment, whether it's a winter snowstorm, summer wildfire, or an earthquake. Being ready is our best line of defense. San Bernardino County knows that we're stronger together, so we're asking you to prepare with us. Visit prepare.sbcounty.gov to equip yourself with knowledge. Sign up for emergency alerts or download our Ready SB County app. Learn how to create a family plan, assemble an emergency kit, and more. Preparedness is a responsibility we all share, and preparedness starts here.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
So much to love, so much to see. Right here where you wanna be. Live, explore, make it known. San Bernardino County, yours to roam.
Discover why there's so much to love in San Bernardino County by visiting love.sbcounty.gov.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Today, we're touring high school campuses around San Bernardino, meeting with students, teachers, and career pathway programs who are helping prepare the next generation of San Bernardino County's workforce.
10 years ago, the members of the Board of Education had this vision for the career and technical education pathways to prepare students for college and the workforce.
The Workforce Development Department can help county departments who are interested in providing work experience learning opportunities to a youth worker by helping to facilitate placement opportunities and paying participant wages.
The goal of the CTE pathways is to prepare our students to industry standards to be absolutely prepared to enter the workforce the day after high school graduation.
We have a variety of CTE pathways, from business to construction. We have a digital media and arts academy. We have a lot of different pathways for the students to choose from.
When I was in high school, it very much was you have this set list of classes that you get the grades in, you'll get your diploma. These CTE programs are much more focused on helping students build those skills for those next steps in their life.
We're really blessed to have a lot of access to multiple modalities. You can come in after school and work with athletes. You can go out onto the field and work with athletes there too. It's just multiple skills, critical thinking that we learned in this program that carry out through life.
Where before we'd have to pay like upwards of $100,000 and such just to learn those skills, to where now, like in high school, the students are actually leaving with 21st century skills and like job skills and things that they could use right away.
I chose this pathway because the dental industry has always been like a passion of mine. I think that it's really helpful, it's really beneficial because it gives us the hands-on learning that we need. We already know a lot more than what a normal person going into that field would know.
We have 8 fully functional dental units. We have a fully functional infection control area.
Classroom spaces that we have created are even a cut above the private sector.
I'm always talking about this beautiful building, so there'll be great candidates for all those positions or future positions that will open in our county.
I like the teachers, I like all the tools, the trucks that we have. Technically everything that we have here in this pathway, I love.
The opportunities that we have here, like taking certifications, is just things I would not have had without this academy. And the teacher is a really good motivator. He's been the mentor that I have been hoping to have.
These practical approaches in CTE and how we approach learning in CTE has really changed the game for the future workforce. I can't wait to see what my students do next.
The county's Workforce Development Department and our coordinator, Chelsea Ramirez, have developed this system for our students to earn an internship certificate. San Bernardino County can hire them directly out of school.
The partnership is great, and the students in San Bernardino City Unified are absolutely spectacular. Our students want to stay local to their families, and being able to partner with San Bernardino County Workforce for our students students to compete for San Bernardino County jobs is incredible.
I have a lot of family in San Bernardino County. I plan to stay in San Bernardino County the rest of my life, so I felt like this was the best option for me.
This partnership could potentially change not only the trajectory of our students' lives, but also the trajectory of the city.
We're extremely excited, and that continues on with the vision of having our kids stay right here in the county of San Bernardino, where the money stays here, the brilliance stays here, and our community starts to rise.
The county is helping to ensure that the next generation has the skills and work experience they need to land the career of their dreams and support our economy.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast. This is a demonstration of Wirecast. This is a demonstration of Wirecast. This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
During a major disaster, staying informed is crucial. Sign up for the San Bernardino County Telephone Emergency Notification System, TENS, to receive emergency alerts for your area. TENS alerts are sent via phone and text, providing you with critical updates such as evacuation warnings and orders. Simply register with a valid San Bernardino County address. Don't wait until it's too late. Register now at oes.sbcounty.gov. Connect with us, stay prepared, stay informed.
It's an honor to be here today to celebrate the groundbreaking of the Glen Helen Parkway Bridge project.
This is really going to impact not just the local community, but the region. It's important that we listen to our residents. Our residents say, why is this not finished? And it's important that we address those issues.
This is a brand new 4-lane bridge that crosses the Cajon Wash, and it connects to the former bridge that was already here. This is going to create a great new traffic flow, traffic pattern for all the residents in this area.
It's being built with local lifestyle in mind, including multi-use pathways that are horse trail friendly and designated bike lanes and sidewalks.
This $52.2 million funded project is a collaborative effort with our federal partners, our regional transportation partners, and then there's a county match involved, and County Public Works will see this through to fruition.
We're going to be working with the county closely and making sure that we are here to provide all the assistance to make sure the project is delivered.
I will thank in advance our residents for their patience as we start construction. There will be inconveniences, but we will do our best to minimize those. We will always have access through this area.
This is an investment for the community. This is making sure that they have better transit. We look at our police and fire are going to have better access routes. People could come to our regional parks and see the great things that we're doing, the great investments. That means more people coming to the county of San Bernardino to enjoy the beautiful amenities that we have here.
I am so excited that people are going to find it easier to get in and out of Glen Helen Regional Park, whether they're coming here for just a day at the swim facility, or picnic with friends, or if they're coming here for a large concert.
For the next 2 years, we will be working very hard to complete this project so we can have this improved, safer road for all of the community.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast. This is a demonstration of Wirecast. This is a demonstration of Wirecast. This is a
San Bernardino County
demonstration of
constituents
Wirecast.
have been saying for over the years they need help with having affordable vaccines provided for them, as well as spays and neuters. Our Animal Cares Mobile Services does provide services such as vaccines, microchipping. We also have our licensing department here with us.
San Bernardino County is huge, so having a mobile unit lets us get out and give services to every corner of our county.
This mobile unit will be operating here at the shelter for the shelter pets before they're adopted, as well as into the community of the unincorporated areas of San Bernardino.
Honestly, it is very convenient. The wait time is very helpful, like it's fast.
It's been terrific, yeah. It's very smooth, organized, so far seamless, yeah.
I think the county should provide more services to the people that live here. It's very helpful for those who can't really afford it.
You can get basically all the services you need, you can get connected to here. We have lists for low-cost clinics, for follow-up care. We can get you basically started on the right track with your animal.
We have had a lot of positive feedback. You can see it in their eyes as well as their animals, that they're very happy that they're able to come in their own neighborhood and get these services provided for them.
For services for this mobile unit, please just make sure that you check out our social media for San Bernardino Animal Care, as well as our website. It's a great opportunity for us to be able to provide this for our constituents, and we're super happy to get this started, and it's been a long time coming.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast. This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
The San Bernardino County Fire Hazard Abatement Program is administered by code enforcement under the authority of County Fire. We proactively identify fire hazards throughout all regions.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast. This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Sounds like it's time to start. Are we good? Okay. Good morning, everyone. I'd like to call this meeting to order and thank you all for joining us today. This morning, our Pledge of Allegiance and invocation will be presented by the 2nd District.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I want to start by introducing someone who really needs no introduction. She's been with the county for over 4 years. She is the Deputy Executive Officer over Government and Legislative Affairs, and through my tenure here has become not just a friend, but someone I can look to as a woman of God, a woman who's demonstrated to me her fundamental and her religious beliefs without a fault. She's happily married with 3 young boys. And she's a member of Chino Hills Calvary Chapel. And without any further ado, I'd like to ask Leah Fletch, I could probably butcher it again, but to come on up.
Good morning, and thank you so much for the invitation to provide the prayer today. I truly appreciate your leadership. And let the beauty of the Lord, our God, be upon us and establish the work of our hands for us. Yes, establish the work of our hands. Let's pray. Father, we come before you with gratitude for the calling to serve, thankful that if we ask, you will direct the works of our hands. We thank you for the honor and privilege to gather in your name. We are indebted to those who gave their lives for the freedom we're enjoying this very moment. We lift up our peace officers, firefighters, and first responders who make daily sacrifices to protect the people of this county. We lift up our elected leaders, thankful for their courage to stand and lead this civil body politic in a way that brings peace, order, and blessing to those that they represent. Place your mantle upon them, Lord, so that every decision that comes before them on this dais and all others be made with the strength
demonstration of Wirecast
to uphold truth, love mercy, and act justly in faith. We thank you that you have not called us to a blind faith, but that along with your command to love you with all our hearts, souls, and minds, Lord, you have given us an unmatched intellect to search the natural world around us for evidence of design, Lord, and to search the scriptures like the Bereans. To see that you establish your authority through us, that you show us how to live and how to be citizens, and that in this collection of books, written over a period of 1,500 years,
is a demonstration of Wirecast.
in 3 languages on 3 continents and by over 40 authors, Lord, your truth emerges in one cohesive and unified message. Lord, you tell us between these pages that you establish governments and that governing authorities are to be the instruments of your righteousness and to govern with humility, knowing that you, Lord, govern in the affairs of men. As your Imago Dei, whom you went to the cross for to give us the free gift of salvation, to fulfill a promise you gave to us in Genesis 3:15.
This is a demonstration of
the Old Testament,
Wirecast.
Lord. We thank you for your sovereignty, your providence, your faithfulness, your forgiveness we need only ask for, and the everlasting peace that flows from you alone. As I bring this prayer to a close and we proceed to carry out the responsibilities before us, we ask for protection over this body, our communities, businesses, and places of worship. Grant all employees and every person in this chamber, all watching online, discernment to seek what is right, strength to act with integrity in service to one another, as we fulfill our purpose with excellence and all diligence. Let us walk humbly with you as you go before us today. In the precious name of Jesus, we pray. Amen. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We will now move on
is a
to our memorial
demonstration of
adjournments. Vice Chair
Wirecast.
Baca. Supervisor Cook.
This is memorial adjournment.
Supervisor Armendariz.
I have one to speak of, Madam Chair. I want to recognize and adjourn in memory of Eddie Gordon. Eddie was born on April 13th, 1833. Deacon Gordon was a lifetime resident of Fontana. He served overseas, 2 tours in the military,
This
and
is
was
a
well respected
demonstration
among
of
all the veteran
Wirecast.
organizations. He was deeply connected into our community in all our senior programming. This Christian committed his life to leadership and became a deacon at Community Baptist Church in Fontana. He departed with a deeply missed and will be deeply missed by all of us who know him. And that's it.
Thank you very much. Supervisor Hagman.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I'd like to also adjourn today memory for Cody Jenneth, who was hit
This
by
is a
a
demonstration
hit-and-run
of
driver on
Wirecast.
October 4th in the city of Chino. His mom is out here too. We've seen her many times fight for her son. She did all that she can to get him the help that he needed, and we just want to adjourn in memory of him as well today.
Thank you very much. We do not have any special presentations this morning, so we will move on to reports from our county council. Laura.
Thank you, Chair. I have nothing to report.
And from our CEO, Luther.
Good morning, Chair. I don't have anything to report either this morning. Thank you.
Thank you. That brings us to our individual
is a
board member comments.
demonstration of
Vice Chair Baca.
Wirecast.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Just want to highlight a few events that our county office participated in. Right here in the chambers, last Friday, we had our 5th annual College and Career Readiness Day. I want to thank all the county departments that participated and really exposed our kids to the opportunity to work for the county of San Bernardino. We had over 20 departments and labor unions and groups here participate, and want to thank them for being here. We had 3 school districts that participated, Rialto, San Bernardino, and Colton Joint Unified, and it was a good opportunity for our kids to get exposed to county
This is a
government.
demonstration
Also want
of
to thank our
Wirecast.
county veteran services, our county probation department, and our county public defender for participating in our veterans stand down and shelter court, along with our courthouse. It was in the city of Rialto at Rialto Park. It was a great event. It's great to see all the departments there provide services for our veterans, so thank you for everything you do. Also participated in the Service to Youth Awards, which is hosted by our Juvenile Justice Delinquency Prevention Commission. So they recognize many teachers, law enforcement, and
This
public
is a
community-based
demonstration of
organizations,
Wirecast.
especially our probation department. Want to congratulate the probation department for all the awards they received and recognition for the great work they're doing in our community. Also want to thank our court community vehicle unveiling. So our Superior Court now has a mobile court service, which is good. So we're going to work in partnership with them. They plan on unveiling that and rolling it out within the next month. So this is an opportunity to try to get individuals that have any low-level offenses to get them cleared through our court system, and it's just a great win for our county and for our court
This is
system
a
here in San Bernardino
demonstration
County.
of Wirecast.
Also participated in the public defenders Halloween trunk or treat. I want to thank the public defenders for doing that and really providing this service for many of our severely disadvantaged families in our community. So we appreciate all them being out there and all their staff for being there. Also want to thank ARMC for their tour, along with Andrew Goldfrack, that allowed our Youth Advisory Council to tour our county hospital and really expose them to what they would do and the great work they're doing. So thank you, Andrew, for the great work working with our students. And
This
want
is
to
a
thank
demonstration of
CEO
Wirecast.
Luther Snoke and our Chair Rao for participating in our Medal of Valor ceremony. It was a great event. I want to thank them for participating and congratulate our deputies that received awards for the great work they did and their heroism within our county of San Bernardino. And also just want to highlight, we had our Field of Dreams Curtis Middle School, the investment of $3 million from the county of San Bernardino. I want to thank my colleagues for the support on this issue, and the students and faculty and staff. We're just so grateful for the investment that
This
the county
is a
making in this
demonstration
school
of
to improve the
Wirecast.
athletic fields for our families. And the last thing, just want to highlight 3 items on the agenda. Item 35, this is a contract with our oral health for dental hygiene services through public health. They're actually going to be providing hygiene services in the high desert and also in the West End, which is a great service for our underserved families. Just want to highlight item 60. It's Fire Station 227, which is located in the city of San Bernardino. It's going to be located on Arrowhead Elementary, which is an old outdated
is a
one that's on 40th and
demonstration of
Electric, over 60
Wirecast.
years old. So this is a great investment. I want to thank staff for their continued work on this to keep this moving. And the last thing is item 69. It's just a budget adjustment for mid-year. It's $250,000 investments in upgrades in our San Bernardino International Airport. And what this project will include is new digital display boards and public service messaging improvements, and will also help the interterminal walkway to enhance accessibility, lighting, and passenger safety. And it's really trying to improve our airport right here in the city of San Bernardino.
This
Thank
is
you,
a
Madam Chair.
demonstration
Very
of
much. Supervisor Cook?
Wirecast.
Yeah, it's that time of year where you have a lot of activities that involve remembering the veterans, those that came back and those that didn't come back. And so I try to make it a point to go to a cemetery,
This is a
say a quick
demonstration of Wirecast.
prayer, what have you. It's always tough because you bring back memories. Quite frankly, those memories you're trying to forget about, so you don't wake up screaming in the middle of the night. So on Veterans Day or any of the celebrations, if you could just say a thank you to those who served, those that came back
This is a
alive,
demonstration of
and those
Wirecast.
that didn't. Thank you.
Thank you. Supervisor Armendariz.
Thank you, Chair. I want to start with thanking SEIU for reaching out to us and having us speak at their Hispanic Heritage Month celebration. They're alongside Supervisor Hagman, other elected officials like Congressman Pete Aguilar, Councilmember Jesse Sandoval, School Board Member Mary Sandoval, and Angel Ramirez. Just thank them for bringing us out there. It was important for us to just remember our Hispanic heritage. Also participated in Ann Valley Associations of Realtors annual signature luncheon, where they had two of our elected officials from the 2nd District on stage, Ryan Hutchinson from Rancho Cucamonga and Bill Velto from the Mayor of Upland, where we discussed regional viability for development and housing and what that looked like, how optimistic they were, and just to see the appetite for developers in the area and what we could see the next 5, 10 years looking like
of Wirecast.
in the housing world. Also spoke at Pathway from Boys to Men, which is a nonprofit who attended their gala where they reach out to young men and just take the kids who are, best way to say, I describe it, those who the have-nots of the world, and just give them mentorship and guidance and help them to just become better men. They work with everyone from incarcerated to kids who are foster and kids who are just darn right just looking for someone to
This is a demonstration
grab onto
of
to give them that
Wirecast.
mentorship. Participated in the graduation of the Inland Empire Girls Empowerment Camp. I want to take a moment to do a special thanks to our Chief Dan Muncie here for allowing me to be part of that opportunity, be able to see these young ladies and young men who were here participating in the camp just to see what it's like, get them excited about what it is to be a fire person. They did everything from, we watched them cut into roofs. They were trained for 2 days, just really gave them a huge opportunity. At the end of it, some of them
This
were
is a
actually walked away
demonstration
with
of
scholarships. So
Wirecast.
just to hear the stories of some of these young female firefighters in the region and how we need more of them. So it was truly inspiring, and also attended San Bernardino County's open house for their fire station. We were also able to present a check in Upland for $500 for the Upland girls flag football team, which a lot of people don't realize we have a lot of women youth sports coming into play these days, but they have no funding. They're not getting funded like the
This is
football
a
teams and the
demonstration
baseball
of
teams with the men.
Wirecast.
So we're trying to do what we can to show them that we want to encourage them to continue to grow those programs. And we had our first ever Let's Talk About It in the city of Fontana, where we had over 100 residents show up, and we were able not just to feed them, but actually talk to them about local issues. Talk to them from everything about Safe Talk. We talked to them about how they can get Narcan training. We talked to them about issues in the county that were important to them, and just wanted to let them know we're here to
This is a
advocate. So that was a
demonstration
great
of
turnout, great
Wirecast.
opportunity. And last but not least, I want to take a moment to thank Supatoni for inviting us out to the gold mine in San Bernardino County. Got to learn a lot about mining and what that chemical process for extracting gold. We have so much rare earth minerals in San Bernardino County, and just to kind of see one of not many that we do have was pretty exciting for me. Look forward to seeing how some of these other processes work in the future. So special thanks to Supatani for getting me out there. And that concludes my comments.
Thank you. Supervisor Hagman.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Just a couple updates. Item number 25 today is a time extension of the City of Upland for funds to be used for Valley View Dog Park improvements. Item number 30 is MOU with the Ontario Montclair School District provide TB testing for their staff. And item number up so much lately. And on February 14th, so those when I get out there, I know Colonel Cook's gonna be out there running. A portion of proceeds benefit the USO at Ontario, the third largest in the nation. So you can visit the website for registration on that. And we recently spoke at the annual Children's Network Conference. I thank for all those who help protect our children. As a reminder, my office will be trick-or-treating at the events at the
Thank you. I'm often asked, how is the County of San Bernardino preparing for adverse weather or things like that? And I am happy to say that our Office of Emergency Services has a new app that they have just launched. It is called Ready SB County. It is a mobile app, and the app has real-time alerts on it. It is interactive. It has an interactive hazard map, and it's a preparedness tool to help our residents stay prepared in an emergency. And job fair, it is a job and resource event that is taking place on Thursday, October 23rd from 10 to 1:30 up at the Harvey House in Barstow. It is a free event that brings together employers in the healthcare, manufacturing, transportation industries, as well as government, that offer job seekers a chance to explore new employment opportunities. We have several San Bernardino County departments that will be participating, including our public defender, Veterans Affairs, Human Resources, our assessor, recorder, clerk, that will also be on hand to provide services to anybody that may need them out there. So for more information, you can find that on my website. And with that, we will move on to changes or revision to today's agenda. Lena.
Good morning, Madam Chair. Today, we do not have any changes. Thank you.
Very good. With that, we will move on to our conflicts of interest. If we have any board member wishing to disclose a conflict of interest on today's agenda, now would be the time to do so. I will be abstaining on item number 70. Bear Valley Electric donated $1,000 to my campaign on December 30th, 2024. Supervisor Cook.
Yes, I hate to be redundant, but I also have a conflict and will be abstaining on item 70. You beat me to it, and you always do. I received a $1,000 campaign contribution from Bear Valley Electric Service, Incorporated on December 3rd, 2024. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Any others? All right, seeing none, we'll move on to our consent calendar, which today consists of items number 2 through 70. I have no requests to speak at this time. I have a motion from Vice Chair Baca and a second from Supervisor Hagman. All those in favor? Aye. Any opposed? And with the noted abstentions from myself and Supervisor Cook. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next, we will move on to our discussion calendar, beginning with agenda item number 71. It is the location and sharing agreement for sales and use tax sharing revenue with Inland Kenworth being presented this morning by Derek Armstrong, and I will open the public hearing. Good morning, Derek.
Good morning, Chairman. Good morning, board members. Derek Armstrong, Economic Development Director, presenting a sales and use tax agreement for an expansion project of Inland Kenworth for your consideration. So about 10 months ago, Inland Kenworth reached out to the county because they were proposing expansion at a number of their different sites throughout the United States and Canada, and wanted to see how we could work with them to secure their investment here.
This is a demonstration
so
of
working with the
Wirecast.
CEO and CEO's team, County Council, and Matthew and the finance team, we came up with an agreement that we think balances out a few different things. One, it helps retain a business in the county and secure their investment here. Two, helps create new tax revenue for the county. And then three, helps create high-paying jobs for our residents. So a little bit of background on the company itself. So Inland Kenworth is a long-standing company in the county, operating 15 locations in the Southwest and 44
This is a
locations throughout the United
demonstration
States
of
and Canada.
Wirecast.
The project we'll be discussing today is an expansion of their sales and service center located in the unincorporated area of Fontana, and it's an area that they've been located at since the 1980s. As far as the project themselves, they're going to be expanding on their current footprint and adding a 29,000 square foot facility, which will include 4 new service bays, and is expected to generate $20 million in annual sales revenue. That $20 million number is important for the conversation moving forward.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
It adds 30 new jobs, which include service technicians, service advisors, and warehouse workers. With most of the jobs starting at $45 an hour plus benefits, this is really helping the stage set the stage for creating sustainable wages and setting a precedent for what the county is looking for in retaining and attracting new businesses in our region. The investment or the incentive structure for this project is a little bit unique. So what we're trying to achieve is just incentivizing their expansion. And in doing so, we're asking Inland Kenworth to do a few different things. One, the conditions before their investment or their incentive begins is that they must be current on any taxes that are owed. We want to make sure that they're good partners before and during the agreement. Two, before the incentive begins, they also must finish their expansion and provide a certificate of occupancy to the county in order for that to kick in. So if, for example, and what they're expecting to do is
this is a demonstration
is have
of
their project be
Wirecast.
completed in 2027 before the fiscal year begins in July 1st, 2027. So beginning July 1st, 2027 is most likely when this investment, this incentive will begin. If their project takes longer, then it will kick back to the following year. So they have a full fiscal year for them to be eligible for the incentive to begin. The threshold for them to start receiving their incentive is $400,000. This is based off of their 3-year historical average for their current operations because we were only trying to incentivize the expansion of their project. We used 3 years instead of a longer period because we didn't want to have COVID numbers be in there and it not be a normal operation. The actual number for what their historical average was 396,800 and change. So we just asked them to bump up to 400,000 to use a round number for the incentive. And then for the payment structure for the incentive, it's capped at $1.5 million or 20 years, whichever comes first. With them expecting to average $20 million in annual sales at the property, that 1% that the county receives is worth $200,000. So if we do a 50-50 split of that, about $100,000 a year, we're expecting that it's around 15 years for them to reach that cap, but we wanted to provide some flexibility to ensure that that was met as well. For policy considerations related to this project, this does help us set a precedent and a framework for how we evaluate these types of arrangements moving forward.
This
is the first time in 3 years that I've been in this privilege to bring this type of proposal to you to help incentivize a company and bring forth this type of agreement. And with that, I think it's appropriate to understand what we're trying to achieve with this structure. One, we wanted to ensure that a company must be in good standing prior and during the time they receive the incentive, which is why we're requiring that they be current with tax obligations. Two, this agreement is completely performance-based. The Inland Kenworth must first complete construction of their building. Two, they must reach their sales tax above their historical levels. And then three, which I think is most important, we're helping set a level of wage which really supports family. With most of the jobs being at $45 or over $90,000 a year, plus benefits, we're setting the stage for that attraction that we're trying to achieve to diversify our economy and help support the families in our communities. So we're setting a high bar for when we'll incentivize a project.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
And so in conclusion, there's value not only for Inland Kenworth to help make this project pencil out and secure their investment in our county, and then two, this creates a level of win-win for both the county and for the company, and that will generate new tax revenue while they're able to generate more sales tax revenue for them. And then in addition, which I think is the most important thing when we're talking about economic development, is we're helping support our community and creating high-paying jobs for our families.
This is a
So
demonstration
with
of
that,
Wirecast.
that concludes my presentation, and I'll take any questions.
Very creative. Thank you very much for that. I know that you and I are on the road a lot talking to different businesses and talking about how San Bernardino County can get creative to entice businesses to come here and also to stay and expand here. So we appreciate that effort. I do not have any requests to speak on this item, so I will close the public hearing, and thank you for the motion, Supervisor Hagman, and the second, Supervisor Armendariz. All those in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions?
This is a
Thank you, Madam
demonstration
Chair.
of
Item number 71
Wirecast.
passes unanimously.
Thank you very much, Derek. Item number 72 is a public hearing to consider the annexation of number 214 into the Community Facilities District, number 94-01, City of Hesperia for fire suppression services, being presented this morning by Deputy Chief Washington. And before I open the public hearing, are there any property owners or persons registered to vote in the Community Facilities District who wish to file written protest? If so, they must be filed with the clerk
This is
now.
a demonstration of
So
Wirecast.
I will open the public hearing. And Chief. Good morning.
Deputy Chief, on behalf of Fire Chief Dan Muncy, to the Chair and the Board of Supervisors. So we are here regarding Community Facilities District number 94-1, Hesperia, annexation number 214. We have CRP NC Hesperia owner is developing APN 3064 581 06000, a
demonstration of
17.54
Wirecast.
acre parcel bordering Sultana Street, Lassen Road, and Mesa Linda Street in the city of Hesperia. The city's conditions of approval require the developer to annex CFD 94-1 for the purpose of financing ongoing fire suppression services. The projected amount annually of revenue from the special tax on this APN will be approximately $98,802.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
The developer is the sole owner of the property and has executed the necessary forms to request the annexation. And in order to expedite approval of the annexation, waives mailed ballot voting and election-related requirements. And I'm happy to answer any questions that there may be.
Thank you very much. Do we have any questions of Chief? Supervisor.
It's a little bit off kilter, but it'd be very.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Chief, I first of all, I want to apologize for my ignorance, but this is a question that has puzzled me the last few years. And every now and then in the area that the high desert, the Mojave Desert, you'll see occasional fires that will break out in very rural areas. Last one I can remember that I was on the way to the PX was between San Bernardino and Palm Springs area, where there's a road that goes up a picnic area and everything. And they had a pretty good fire there. And next thing I know, I pulled over and I'm watching it. And they have the helicopter with the big buckets, which do I think, and I'm an amateur, I don't know anything about firefighting other than my grandfather was a firefighter. And they go to a pond or a lake. I don't even know. I think they were using it with Cindy Milan, who has a restaurant. Put that in there. They scoop up, I don't know how many gallons, but it's a lot. And then they transport that up to the fire scene and dump it on. Now, this is miles and miles away. But as you know, in the desert, you can say, and it seems like a great way of doing that. Now, I'll get right to the point. Do we budget for that, or do you budget for that? Because it seems a very, very effective way to fight these fires that, ironically enough, pop up in the desert and are a long ways away, and by the time you get there, the fire's over because everything's burned. And I hope we continue to support that program. And as I said, this is an amateur speaking right now. Do Do you have any data on that? I hope we're going to continue that program. Or am I putting you on the spot?
This is a demonstration of
Yes,
Wirecast.
sir.
You're smarter than I am. That's why I'm asking you.
Yes, no, Supervisor, definitely appreciate the question and the recommendation or the concern. And so we do, to an extent, budget for it because we do have individuals in our partnership with the sheriff where we can access helicopters and buckets to pick up water and drop it on fires. But we're also looking at ways in which
This
we
is a
can
demonstration
expand
of
that.
Wirecast.
And so our chief is working diligently on bringing some options back to the board so that we can look at how we can do that, possibly more.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Any other questions? Do we have any requests to speak for this?
We do not.
Okay. Thank you. I will close the public hearing. Thank you for the motion, Supervisor Hagman, and the second, Vice Chair Baca. All those in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions?
This
Madam-
is a demonstration
Madam Chair,
of
on this
Wirecast.
one, we need to do recommendations 1 and 2. So if those, that motion and vote,
So that was for public 1 and 2, for
Correct.
recommendations 1 and 2.
correct.
Very good. So now you'll tabulate the ballots and announce the results of the election?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Madam Chair. With that, the property owner has voted in favor,
This is a
yes, of moving
demonstration
forward
of
with the annexation.
Wirecast.
Very good. Now we will move on to recommendation number 3 then. Thank you, Vice Chair. Thank you very much. All those in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions?
Thank you, Madam Chair. With that, both recommendations pass unanimously.
Thank you very much. Right, that is it for our discussion items today. That brings us to our general public comment for items not on today's agenda. And our first request to speak is Garth Pazant, followed by
This
Joanne
is a
Jennis.
demonstration of Wirecast.
Thank you. Before the Honorable Board of Supervisors and the world, at present, the clerk of the court is the most powerful entity of flesh on earth. Picture your wife, your manager, your housekeeper. They know everything that enters and exits your home, your city, your county, your state, nation, and internationally. Whom is it that monitors and keeps check of the clerk? The judges depend on the clerk. However, now the great Sanhedrin State Bar controls them all, employing persuasion to specialize in each meticulation to charge you and me $400 an hour and up to 50% of your claim if you have a dispute against your adversary. Are you going to depend on each of the clerk, the judge, and the attorney to solve your problem? Or are you going to depend on the future appointing King of flesh on earth whom answers to Jehovah God and Jesus Christ? Count the reduction of costs. A short time ago, an individual approached the Board of Supervisors to memorialize a traffic accident victim. One of the above supervisors confirmed the mission. Quite a few months ago, I requested that our county memorialize an American Negro who contended with our county's corrupt courts. The very same courts who memorialized a lawmaker of recent Chinese alien descent. At present, the very peoples whom have taken over our nation have forced us to inscribe the name of that alien lawmaker on the wall of our Central District Courthouse, an insult to our country. I request that our county remove the dedicated name Cantil Sikuru from the above wall and inscribe our local American hero, and Mr. Frederick Pugh Sr. on the above wall. Case law court archives reveal critical evidence of his heroism. Good old America. Some time ago, I was broke, so I decided to go to Home Depot to find work. I hung out with the guys. A car pulled up. I pushed everyone out the way. I stuck my head in his window. He said, "Do you need a job?" I said,
This is a
"Yes." He
demonstration
said, "Do you
of
speak English?"
Wirecast.
I said, "No." He said, "You got the job."
Joanne Jennis, followed by Robert Goodwin.
I'm back. Good morning, everyone. This is my husband, Ed, and the father of our son. Our 30-year-old son, Cody Jennis, was killed by a hit-and-run driver on October 4th,
demonstration of
2025 in the city of Chino. He was a homeless drug addict who has been living on the streets for 3 years. He was diagnosed at an early age with some neurodivergent issues. In high school, he basically started self-medicating himself with marijuana, which eventually led to other drugs. He actually overdosed twice on fentanyl. I provided each one of you with a copy of the Chino Valley Champion newspaper that tells my son's story and my advocating avenues. For the past 3 years, I have been trying to get him off the streets. Swag Outreach Group, Hope Team, and Inroads have all had interactions with him, but he refused all their help. He has been arrested 32 times for drug-related issues, mainly possession. Most every arrest resulted with him being cited and released. I spoke at a previous meeting thanking you for voting and supporting a Prop 36, thinking this new law might help to get my son off the streets. But even though he had 3 arrests for drug possession after the law went into effect, he wasn't prosecuted under it. Apparently, our county has taken precautionary approach in implementing the treatment mandated portion of Prop 36. Cody's mental health status was declining from the impact of living on the streets and from the long-term use of meth. He's been seen talking to himself and acting erratic at times. The county's mental health program requires specific diagnosis in order to be accepted into a program. Cody never had a diagnosis for the required criteria. In 2024, I, along with SWAG, submitted paperwork to RBEST in hopes that his case would be started. After 9 months, Cody received his first appointment at the Mental Health Court Division. At one of the court dates, the judge ruled to have a mental evaluation completed on Cody. He was transported to Arrowhead General Hospital, spent 3 days, then he was released with a bus pass to return home. The last court date we attended was on October 6th, where the judge revealed that the evaluation was incomplete and only 7 sentences long. She then ruled for another evaluation to be completed under the LPS Mental Health Act. I, my husband, and SWAG all spoke with the judge that day about Cody's situation. I told the judge we just need to get him off the streets before something bad happens. We were all sitting in the courtroom advocating for Cody, and he was already dead, and we didn't even know it. 9 long months to get a court date and 32 arrests without anything being accomplished except him dying. Too many months, too many arrests. I'm not here to point fingers, but to say as a county and state, we have to do better. I believe our system is broken and changes need to be made. Thank you to all the RBEST teams who worked with me. Dr. Alice Belford, who's sitting in the back, Melissa, and Clayton, so many of them. Thank you, Kurt, for mentioning Cody, and thank you, Bob and Ray, for being always my support. I just don't want.
Of Wirecast.
My only saving grace is knowing Cody didn't suffer when he got hit and is now with our Lord in a better place. I don't want another mom to go through this and get another knock on the door like we did. Thank you for letting me speak.
I'm so sorry for your loss. On behalf of the entire board, we offer our condolences. Our next request to speak is Robert Goodwin, who will be followed by Carlo.
Good morning. Thank you.
This is a demonstration.
Good morning,
of
supervisors
Wirecast.
and attendees. I'd like to share some information from a Cal Matters article dated October 10th, 2025, about the mental health courts. One of Governor Newsom's marquee mental health programs may broaden its reach despite persistent questions about the number of people it's helping and whether it's achieving the goals he set out for when it launched. Newsom signed a law that expands eligibility for care court to include people who experience psychotic symptoms as a result of bipolar disorder. Under the law's previous constraints, only people with schizophrenia and other limited psychotic disorders were eligible. In this order, Governor Newsom was quoted as saying, "California doesn't sit on the sidelines while people fall through the cracks. We don't stand by while people spiral on our sidewalks or cycle through emergency rooms and jail cells. We step up. We built Care Court to connect people to treatment,
This is a
dignify,
demonstration of
and
Wirecast.
accountability. Because care and accountability belong at the center of how we serve our communities. After listening to Joanne's story about her son, do you believe this statement's actually factual? The bill is facing plenty of criticism in the community, with counties questioning how they will implement and expand program on a tight timeline. A founding member of All People's Health Collective was quoted as saying, "We have to tell the truth. This is not
This is a
workable."
demonstration
And I
of
personally
Wirecast.
believe the cracks in the foundation are getting bigger and bigger, and it's going to collapse. In the San Bernardino County's 2025 point-in-time homeless report, the number 2 reason for homelessness is due to substance abuse. In the 3rd spot, and very close in numbers, is mental health issues. Ask yourself, can we do better as a county to address these problems? Should we take a closer look as to where some of our tax dollars are being spent and maybe change the order of priorities? Walk around the city, look at the number of homeless individuals there are. How many are suffering with mental health issues and they don't have anyone advocating for them? Underneath those tatted, grimy clothes and dirty skin is someone's loved one and possibly suffering from a broken soul. We must do better. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Carlo?
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Good morning. It's once another pleasure to come here and speak to the community. And I'm going to stick to the topic of CFS as well as we speak. Now, we are quite familiar with my story and how I ended up here with false allegations and targeting a veteran and whatnot, right? When I had
This is a
ample proof
demonstration of Wirecast.
to show that my kids were physically being abused. But the standards are quite different. And now I want to go ahead and describe a standard that was applied to a 22-year-old Latina woman in the county who lives here in San Bernardino. She had given me the permission to speak on her story, not to share her name because of the fear of retaliation, which is very real, and it does happen. So she was stepping out of her car with her bags, 2 months into having a new baby, trips and falls, and the baby was in the carrier, rolls over. They take the baby to the doctor, rightly so, as procedure. They call CFS. CFS comes. Surprising to her and her husband, CFS decides to take the baby away. After 1.5 years of services and whatnot, CFS decides to go ahead and terminate her rights as a parent and forcibly adopt the baby. So I want to go ahead and share a standard.
This is a
My kids were
demonstration
abused.
of Wirecast.
They were groped. They were sprayed in the face with oven cleaner. They were recently, in December of 2024, attacked for having a balls. Forced adoption. The white woman had the kids, my children, but not one day lost of custody. Not one day.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
They're right here, second row from the top. We have the director, Mrs. Glasgow, and her team. What is the standard? We have black and brown women losing their kids left and right. Here, check this image. I've only seen an animal do this once in my life, and this is in the slaughterhouse
Of Wirecast.
when they're trying to drag a cow in. There was a service animal that got off the bus because it was going to follow some kids inside the courthouse. And as soon as it approached the door, it stopped, it dug its nails in the ground and the asphalt, and they had to drag that animal in because the angel of despair is real. That feeling is real. And 2 women that day lost their kids as I was sitting there. Thank
That's
you.
time.
Thank you very much. That is the last request to speak that we have. Our meeting is adjourned. Our next regularly scheduled Board of
This is a
Supervisors meeting will be here in
demonstration of
Chambers at
Wirecast.
10 a.m. on November 4th. Thank you.